I think it's a good thing to know that there are jobs out there for individuals with disabilities, and as long as they want to be working, there is employment there for them.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.
We have a two-part mission to empower, educate, and employ individuals with vision loss or other disabilities. So we provide human services, things like prevention of blindness programs, access technology, so we can teach somebody that's totally blind how to use an iPad, an Android, an iPhone, how to do their online banking, how to use magnification software on their computer so that they're able to retain their job if they have employment. We also have programs like vision rehab therapy services where we'll go into a client's home, teach them how to get the lighting correct in the home based upon what their visual acuity is, maybe move some things around in the home to make it easier for them to travel along in the house safely. We have orientation and mobility programs, and that's where we teach individuals how to travel from place to place safely with the white cane. We do that in the home. We also do that in their place of work, or we do it out in public if they need to use public transportation. We'll teach them how to do that safely. Our employment piece is the other half of our mission, and that we have jobs that are specifically for individuals who are legally blind, but then we have other jobs that are through the state use program that support any individual with any disability that's documentable.
I assemble tools, rakes and shovels and hoes and any kind of tools pretty much that Granger sells, we assemble them. I worked in a place in Warren and they closed, and my boss over there, who was a plant manager, called me one day and asked me what I was doing, and I told him I was looking for a job because I couldn't see anymore. So he gave me the number here and I called. I don't even know who answered the phone, but they told me we're going to give you to the boss that was here, and he called me back. It was 2020, so I had to do a interview over the phone. Then I come in and he hired me.
We've been around since the 1940s, so we've been around for a very long time. We've grown a lot. Over the last probably 15, 20 years, we've had double-digit growth just about every year.
I attribute it to us always trying to, solidify and fulfill our mission. And we're always looking to increase our contracts and get additional contracts so that we have more places to place individuals with disabilities.
Legally blind is no better than 2,200 in your best corrected eye. Depends on what the visual disability is. You could have people that have diabetic retinopathy. You can have people with macular degeneration. You can have individuals that all they can see is a little pinhole. Like the entire rest of their eye is blurry. They can't see anything except for that pinhole. You can have individuals who have absolutely no side acuity, meaning they can only see directly what's in front of them.
I have retinitis pigmentosa. You sort of lose all the pigment in your eyes, and it's hereditary. Like my grandpa had it, and I have two brothers that have it, and so it's passed down from my mom's side of the family. I have a whole bunch of cousins that have it, and you just eventually start losing your eyesight. 10 years ago, I could still drive. I'm just thankful to be here, that they gave me a chance to come here every day.
We are looking for somebody that wants to come to work and be dedicated to learning the position that we have for them, and that is willing to take the time to train, because sometimes if you are hiring individuals with disabilities, it does take them a little bit longer to get the job, but once they get it, they're usually the best employee ever.
Typically, we train people from scratch here. With regards to in the back where we're doing assembly, we do make sure that all of our machinery is set up so that they can't, it's all adapted for somebody that's totally visually impaired. And we've gotten grants through National Industries for the Blind to do that. So we have different things adapted on the machinery so that like a press can't come down on a finger, or the machine will shut off if they get a hand in the way. Like all of our machinery is specially adapted to prevent workplace injuries. One of the biggest things that we're always looking for is some that have some computer skills, but that's hard to find because a lot of people don't know that there's agencies out there like ours that can help with those. because we do have a specialist that teaches that. So if we have somebody that comes in that needs a little bit of computer training, she can work with them individually to do the computer training. I really can't say that there isn't anything that they can't do without a little bit of training. I think training is the biggest thing in having somebody that's willing to work with them. I think most of it is an attitude of the employee, not getting frustrated, learning that it may not come to them on the first day, that they have to keep working at it.
We actually have individuals that have never had a job before. So it's very difficult for them to come in and have the confidence to train in the job and know that they can do it. One of the employees that we had down at Boyer's that, as I said, had never in his life had a job and came to work for us. He was on Social Security. When he first came, he was scared to death that he was going to work too much and lose his Social Security. He had worked so hard to get it. And he ended up going off Social Security and becoming a full-time employee. And his mother had even called in and said how happy she was that he was making all these friends and how busy he was going out to dinner and having plans after work. And it was a great story.
A lot of people don't realize that individuals who are blind or disabled, they lack that confidence to go out into the world and feel like they're a contributing taxpayer, that they're like everybody else. They just need a little bit of help with training, a job that's made for them, a place that, maybe they need an accommodation because they need an extra break based on their disability, or maybe they need a little bit different lighting. Most commercial places you go to or companies you go to aren't going to buy a $3,000 computer screen so that their employee can see to be able to enter stuff, on the register, for example. But a place like ours, we would figure out a way to get that funding or get the grant or do whatever we need to do to get that individual back to work.
I appreciate the fact that they gave me a chance to come here every day and do what I do, and I like to have fun, joke around, and I like doing things with my hands, building stuff, and keeps me out of the house, keeps me away from my wife so she don't get mad at me.
I think it's a good thing to know that there are jobs out there for individuals with disabilities, and as long as they want to be working, there is employment there for them.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.